What's going on, guys? Michael Durr, certified top speed golf instructor. Today we are working on how we build lag. I wanted to break this down very simply so that you can understand exactly what's supposed to happen in the downswing. So we all know we want that nice angle that we see all the pros get into when they're building lag. So Sergio Garcia is kind of the poster boy for getting into lag position on the downswing. Now, it's not just for looks. There's also a very, very important practical application to building lag, and that is making sure that we can set up for not only for compression, but we're also going to be getting a ton of speed from it. And I call this easy speed because if we can just get a little bit of lag on the downswing, it really, really freaks a lot of players out when they see how much their club speed goes up. So what we're going to do is a lag alignment stick drill. So you can use another club. An alignment stick is pretty much perfect for this because it's nice and light. And all we're going to do is extend the club so that we have an extension of the butt end of the club. Now, if we know where the stick is, we know how to build lag. And this is why this is important, especially for when we're learning this, so that we can know exactly what's supposed to happen. So just a quick overview on lag. When we go to the top of the swing, as we start down, we want this club head to lag behind us so that we can have time to compress the ball with forward shaft lean and release the club out in front. So the first step to understanding how lag works is understanding how the wrists work on the downswing. So what I'm going to have you do is put your alignment stick just like so. It's okay if it sits a little bit in front of you whenever you're taking your setup. You're going to go to the top of your swing, and I'm going to have you pay attention to the shaft and the alignment stick. And what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that if we are standing in front of a mirror, we can see the shaft. Now, what I'm going to have you do is push the alignment stick up. That, as you can see, that's going to hide the shaft behind my head. So if we can push this shaft up, we can understand how lag is built on the downswing. Now, once we can do this, I want you to do this maybe 10, 15 times where you can see the shaft and then the shaft disappears behind your head. Now, this is the important part. Now we know how the move actually works. How does it work when we actually swing? Because I see every single player go up to the top and they get lag at some point. The problem is they're not getting it at the right time. We need to get lag as we start down towards the ball. So as we go to the top of the swing, what needs to happen as our hands start down, the lag needs to start happening. Now the problem is we can't really see the stick go up while we're going down, but we need to know that because the hands are going down while the stick is going up, it's still doing the same move that we just started with. So we're going to go to the top of the swing and we're going to feel this stick go up as we go down. So we're going to have the shaft visible. As our hands go down, we're going to hide that shaft behind our head by pushing the stick up. We're going to do this when our hands are about shoulder height or our lead arm is parallel to the ground. So we're going to go up to the top, we're going to see the shaft, then we're going to have the shaft disappear behind our head. So again, the first progression, we just know how to move it. Then in the second progression, we are going to move it as the hands start down. So I'm going to reiterate this because of how important it is. For every inch the hands go down, the stick needs to go up 1 inch. So if I'm going down, the stick is going up. It's going to be a push and pull as we're going down. That's the most important piece, because a lot of players understand that the shaft is going to do this, but they don't do it when the hands start down. They do it before the hands start down. So we're going to make sure that when the hands start down, we get that shaft to go behind the head and the stick to go up. So once we get a really good feel for that, we're going to do it all in one move where we go to the top and we're going to feel that lag happen, and we're going to pause here when the lead arm is parallel to the ground. So again, I'm pushing the stick up, the club's going behind my head as my arm's parallel to the ground. Now we're going to get rid of the stick, and we're going to do this without a ball first, because when we have the ball in front of us, we get a little anxious. So we're going to make sure that we really take our time, take some easy swings, and the only thing we're looking for is, can we see the shaft on the backswing, and can we feel the shaft go behind our head as the hands start down? So I'm going to take an easy swing, and you're going to see it's going to look really, really nice and loose. It doesn't matter what the shaft is doing. What we're concentrating on here is building lag as the hands are starting down. So you can see there, I'm going to get a ton of lag by doing this. So now that we understand how lag is built, the actual move, that it happens as we're starting down, we're going to implement it into hitting some shots. So now that we can take some dry swings, we're not even going to really worry about where these balls go. We're just going to make sure we get a lot of lag on the downswing. So I even left that shot a little bit out to the right. Not a big deal. I had a lot of lag. So a problem that can arise when players are working on lag is they start hitting some shots like this and then they completely go away from it. Like, I was better the other way, so let me go ahead and start casting the club again so that I can hit the ball square. I'm telling you, what we need to do is get used to it first, and then we'll start worrying about squaring it up. So a little easy tip while you're working on lag is to allow the toe of the club to kind of naturally roll over so that once you build the lag, you can start hitting some shots that kind of turn over. So I know that ball's going to turn over nicely, but I had a lot of lag while I did it. Now, letting this club roll over after building lag is a little bit of a band-aid, but it's going to allow us to hit some good shots while we're building lag, because we're working specifically on understanding that this is downhinging during the downswing. So even though we might be able to square up the club, we're still releasing the club early. So that means we built up all this lag, but we're losing it too early in the swing. What we want to have happen to take advantage of the downhinge is to get the forward shaft lean at impact and release it out in front. Well, how do we do that? I've got a great bonus for you. We're going to play you one of the videos from our straight line release course that's going to show you exactly how to do that. Now that you know how to build up some lag, we're going to show you exactly how to release that so you can get the forward shaft lean, release it out in front, just like you see all the touring pros do. Now, to check out that lesson, make sure you click on the iCard that's popping up on your screen right now. If you don't see that iCard, that's fine. You can click on the link in the description below this video. It'll take you right to that lesson. And Clay's going to take you right through exactly how to get that straight line release.
Common misconception I see is that we want to create lag and we just want to hold that lag all the way on through contact and get as much lag as we can coming through contact, and that's simply not true. In the release section, we're going to talk about how to turn that lag into energy, how to turn that into speed so that you can hit it very far and do it, like we mentioned, without hardly any effort at all. And as we're coming through contact, we're going to fully release this angle as we're about 45 past contact. So if I draw, a 45-degree angle, I should be looking at both arms, nice and straight, the club splitting those arms, so that by releasing the club, by getting this angle to release as we're coming through contact, that's what's going to create the speed. Our hands are moving a very short distance, our club is moving a very long distance through contact, and it creates that whip-like effect.
Very different swings hitting the exact same position. So first let's take a look at Dustin Johnson releasing the club 45 past. And the reason we're going to see such different swings producing similar positions is that this is the real physics of how this has to happen. Here we're looking at Sergio Garcia. Again, we're going to see tons of